Hi, I'm Mary Little, and I'm playing Elle Woods in Legally Blonde at the Wagon Wheel Theater, running June 20th through the 30th.
Is this your first season at the Wagon Wheel?
It's my second, actually.
What role would people know you from last year, then?
Well, I played Amber in Hairspray, the really mean character who was mean to Tracy. And I played Mary Jane in Big River, who is Huckleberry Finn's love interest for part of the show.
So it's a little bit about Elle Woods. How is she different from those two characters, and what's she like?
Well, she's super girly in every way possible, but she's very determined. I think she has similar girliness to the character that I played, Amber. But she's unlike any character I've really ever played, mostly because she's a lot similar to me, which is hard to do in a lot of ways, but yeah, it's a great part. Very determined girl who just defies all rules of stereotypes and really just shows everybody who doubted her who she really is.
Is she a lot like the character in the movie version, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very similar. The same exact character.
Okay.
In every way.
So is this a role you wanted to play? Like, I just gotta play that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Since high school, probably, because I remember the musical came out maybe, I don't remember the specific year, but I was in high school when I first watched some clips of it on YouTube, and I remember watching it and being like, oh, that'd be such a great part to play someday, and sure enough, get to be in a great theater with great people and to play my dream role, which I'm really excited about.
Now, this is a musical version, so is there a lot of singing for your character, and what are the songs like? Any favorite songs you have?
Yeah, most of the show actually is song and dance. So it's been so much fun in every way. I just get to sing my heart out for a lot of the show, and there's a song towards the end of the first act called "So Much Better," which is just kind of a put it there kind of song. You know, she's speaking to all her doubters and people who didn't believe in her, and her love interest at the beginning of the show, Warner. She's kind of telling him off, and it's a great song to sing, and yeah.
Cool. Well, tell a little bit about some of the other characters in this show who, if someone hasn't seen the movie or hasn't seen it in a while, a little bit about some of the other characters.
Okay. Well, there is her friends in Delta Nu, Margot, Serena, and Pilar. I think Pilar was not in the movie, but it's in the musical. And they're just super girly sorority girls who cheer Elle up whenever she's feeling down in the dumps. And then there's Paulette, who was played by Jennifer Coolidge in the movie. And she owns a salon. And she becomes really good friends with Elle when she first goes to Harvard. And befriends her and makes her feel good about herself when she's down in the dumps. But she's the one true friend I think Elle has at the school that really believes in her, other than Emmett, who is her supervisor, basically. I think he is already a licensed lawyer and works with one of her professors, and he kind of takes her under his wing and it helps her study and kind of get to work. And he kind of refocuses her to getting to school rather than focusing on her love interest. And there's Warner, the guy at the beginning of the show that kind of breaks her heart. And Vivian, the girlfriend of Warner when Elle gets to Harvard, who's just so awful to her. And but a lot of the characters that are in the movie are in this show. So anybody who's a big fan of the movie will definitely be happy to see the same characters back in the show.
What would you say is the overall theme of this show? Is it female empowerment, or what is it?
In a way. I think it's always staying true to yourself and not ever thinking less of yourself just because somebody else does. And I think the moral at the end of the show is that Elle kind of defied all stereotypes, and though people didn't believe in her, she showed them, and Yeah. So yes, female empowerment.
Well, the show, the movie is pretty successful. They did like 2 spin-offs, I think, and then the musical. What do you think it is about this show that people connect to that made it successful? You know, made a musical, and just the character itself, or what?
Well, I think Elle Woods is such a likable character in a lot of ways. She's just super girly, but she's so kind and determined and feisty. And I think just the overall humor of the show is something that people will really connect with the most. But it has so much heart, too, which, you know, the movie captures so well. And it's captured well in the show, too. So it's a definite similar feeling to what the movie gives you, where it's a good, well-rounded story that makes you feel good when you leave, you know. So I think people will be excited to see that same thing come out in the show.
Well, a little bit about yourself. You said Elle was kind of like you.
Yeah.
A little bit about your background, where you're from, where you're going to school.
Yeah, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and right now I'm going into my senior year at the University of Michigan, and I study musical theater there. I grew up doing theater in Grand Rapids and just loved it. It was my passion, and going into college, I just knew it was exactly what I wanted to do, to sing and dance and act. And sure enough, I'm doing it, and it's great, and it's so much fun, and I am very blessed to go to the school that I go to.
Well, Elle had her detractors. Did you have anybody tell you, don't go into that, it's a hard career? Or?
Oh, all the time, yeah. I mean, people still do, but, I think that's part of the fun of theater in a way, is that there's no guarantee about what's going to happen. The entertainment industry just kind of picks you up and you go with it rather than you getting to decide what it is that you want to do. But, yeah, they have, and I think I can kind of pull that same feeling to the character in a way.
Well, after Legally Blonde, are you here for the rest of the season, or what can...
I'm here through Chicago.
Okay.
Yep.
And what can people expect to see you in that, or...
in Carousel, I'm an ensemble member.
Okay.
And then I also will be in the ensemble for Chicago.
So, Legally Blonde is your big role for this season.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Opening night's Wednesday night. Are you nervous, excited, or how are you feeling?
It's a combination of both. I mean, it's always good to be a little nervous before the opening of a show, because I think it helps you perform better a little bit. But if anything, this is such a cool part to play, and I'm just excited to have an audience and to hear people laughing and reacting to it, and so I think the overall feeling is excitement.
Is this a family show, or I guess I don't... Legally Blonde, I was thinking more PG-13, but what's the...
We've actually tamed down a lot of the things in the show that would be PG-13. So, different references in the show that we found inappropriate, we did take out. Because it doesn't need it. The story, already kind of explains itself without it. So we took it out, and it's just as great, if not better. And definitely more the PG range now than PG-13.
Great. Last question. Anything you want people to know about yourself or this show or working here this summer at the Wagon Wheel?
This is just a great community. Working here the past 2 summers has been a dream, because it's great people, great audiences that come to the shows, and great shows. And it's just a fun opportunity, if anything, to work in a theater like this, where it's really a family. And I'm excited to get to work and to open the show, and I'm excited for people to see it.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.